For this list, we are putting the focus more on real-world facts as opposed to looking at specific plot points that occurred in the films or comics. Believe it or not, the iconic Stan Lee, the man who brought us Spider-Man, the X-Men, and countless other Marvel legends, didn't actually pen the first Iron Man story. It's a surprising fact that many fans might not be aware of. I know, right? Mind blown. It's hard to imagine the Marvel Universe without Stan's direct touch on every character. When it came to Iron Man's debut in Tales of Suspense number 39, Stan the Man decided to hand over the writing reins to Larry Lieber. This decision was part of Stan's strategy to diversify the creative voices within Marvel. Now, Larry was no stranger to the Marvel Universe. He was Stan's younger brother and had already made a name for himself crafting dialogue and stories for characters like Thor and the Fantastic Four. His contributions were significant in shaping the early Marvel landscape. But for Iron Man's grand entrance, Stan wanted something special. He envisioned a character that would resonate with readers on multiple levels. He teamed Larry up with artist Don Heck, known for his dynamic and detailed style, and Jack Kirby, the king of comics himself, to handle the layouts. This collaboration was a masterstroke in comic book creation. Together, this powerhouse trio laid the groundwork for one of Marvel's most enduring heroes. Their combined talents brought Iron Man to life in a way that captivated readers from the very first issue. They introduced us to Tony Stark, the genius billionaire playboy philanthropist, and his high-tech alter ego. Stark's complex personality and innovative suit design set him apart from other heroes. Little did they know that their creation would go on to inspire generations of comic book fans and dominate the box office decades later. Iron Man's legacy continues to grow, proving the timeless appeal of this iconic character. Getting Iron Man from the comic book page to the big screen was no easy feat. It was a long and winding road, paved with studio changes, script rewrites, and more than a few bumps along the way. Picture this: it's 1990, and Universal Studios sees the potential in our metal-clad hero. They snap up the rights to Iron Man, eager to bring him to life. But then, something unexpected happens. Nothing. Years go by, and the project languishes in development hell. It's like Iron Man was trapped in his own personal cave, waiting for someone to believe in him. Fast forward to 2006, and Marvel Studios, still in its infancy, decides to take a gamble. They reacquire the rights to Iron Man, determined to make him the cornerstone of their cinematic universe. They bring in Jon Favreau to direct, a move that would prove to be a stroke of genius, and Robert Downey Jr., a casting choice so perfect it seemed almost destined. The rest, as they say, is history. Now, this one might come as a surprise to some, but Iron Man, the guy in the metal suit, has always had a special place in the hearts of female comic book fans. And you know what? It makes perfect sense. Stan Lee himself once said that Iron Man was one of the first superheroes to resonate deeply with female readers. And why wouldn't he? Tony Stark, the man behind the mask, is brilliant, resourceful, and let's be honest, incredibly charming. He's flawed, sure, but he's always striving to be better, to use his intelligence and his wealth to make a difference in the world. Plus, let's not forget about Pepper Potts, Iron Man's longtime love interest. She's a strong, independent woman who can more than hold her own against any supervillain or corporate shark. Together, Tony and Pepper create a dynamic that's both relatable and aspirational. It's no wonder that Iron Man continues to attract a diverse and passionate fanbase, with women playing a vital role in his enduring popularity. We all know Tony Stark is loaded. He's not just rich, he's extravagantly wealthy. I mean, the guy has a skyscraper in the middle of New York City that doubles as a giant, high-tech headquarters. It's a symbol of his immense wealth and technological prowess. But did you know that according to Forbes, the authority on all things money, Tony Stark is the fourth richest fictional character of all time? Yes, you heard that right. That's right, in 2013, Forbes estimated Tony's net worth at a staggering $12.4 billion. That's an astronomical figure by any standard. To put that into perspective, that's more than Bruce Wayne, the man behind the cowl of Batman, who is also known for his vast wealth and resources. And even Scrooge McDuck, with all his gold coins, couldn't quite match Tony's fortune. Imagine that, a duck swimming in gold isn't as rich as Tony Stark. Now, I know what you're thinking: how can a fictional character have a net worth? It seems impossible, right? Well, Forbes takes into account things like the character's known assets, their company's value, and their overall wealth as depicted in their respective fictional universes. It's a fascinating exercise in imagination and economics. So, while we might not be able to hit up Tony for a loan anytime soon, it's intriguing to think about the financial dynamics of these fictional worlds. So, while we might not be able to hit up Tony for a loan anytime soon, it's still fun to imagine what it would be like to live the life of a billionaire playboy philanthropist superhero. It's still fun to imagine what it would be like to live the life of a billionaire playboy philanthropist superhero, with all the luxuries and responsibilities that come with it, even if it's just for a day. The allure of Tony Stark's life is undeniable, blending wealth, technology, and heroism in a way that captivates our imaginations. Created as an anti-communist hero, Iron Man's creation in 1963 wasn't just about cool gadgets and epic battles, it was also a product of its time. The Cold War was in full swing, and tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union were at an all-time high. Stan Lee, ever the astute observer of society, saw an opportunity to create a hero who embodied the spirit of American ingenuity and resilience. Iron Man, with his cutting-edge technology and unwavering belief in freedom, became a symbol of Western ideals. He fought against communist villains and represented the triumph of democracy over oppression. Of course, as the years went by, Iron Man's character evolved. He became less about fighting the Red Scare and more about tackling complex global issues like terrorism, corporate greed, and the dangers of unchecked technological advancement. Wasn't always a popular character. It's hard to imagine a time when Iron Man wasn't one of the most beloved superheroes on the planet. But believe it or not, in the early days, he wasn't exactly a fan favorite. You see, Iron Man's initial persona as a wealthy industrialist and weapons manufacturer didn't sit well with some readers. The Vietnam War was raging, and the idea of a hero who profited from conflict rubbed many the wrong way. Plus, let's be honest, Tony Stark's arrogance and playboy lifestyle didn't exactly scream relatable hero. But here's the thing about Iron Man, he evolved. Over time, writers began to explore the complexities of Tony Stark's character, his struggles with alcoholism, his guilt over the destructive potential of his creations, and his desire to atone for his past mistakes. An Iron Man comic got Robert Downey Jr. suspended from school. Now, this one is a bit of a funny story, a strange twist of fate that connects the man who would become Iron Man to the character in a rather unexpected way. It's a tale that seems almost too perfect to be true. Back in 1981, long before he donned the iconic red and gold suit, Robert Downey Jr. was just a teenager attending a prestigious performing arts school in New York City. He was known for his charisma and talent, but also for his rebellious nature. One day, young Robert, known for his mischievous streak, was caught in a, shall we say, compromising situation involving an Iron Man comic book. His antics were legendary among his peers, but this particular incident would become the stuff of legend. As the story goes, Robert was caught tearing up an Iron Man comic and using some rather colorful language to describe a classmate who dared to enjoy the adventures of our armored hero. It was a moment of youthful indiscretion that would have unexpected consequences. Needless to say, the school administration was not amused. The principal and teachers took a dim view of such behavior, especially in a school that prided itself on discipline and respect. Robert's actions resulted in a suspension, a rather ironic punishment considering his future role as the very hero whose comic book got him into trouble. It was a twist of fate that no one could have predicted at the time. It's almost as if fate itself was setting the stage for Robert's eventual transformation into the one and only Tony Stark. This incident, though minor, seemed to foreshadow the incredible journey that lay ahead for the young actor. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome content. Don't forget to check out our other videos and leave a comment with your favorite Iron Man fact.